I thought that I would begin by reading from the instructions in the Torch of True Meaning.
首先，我想我会先念诵疗愈句当中的内容。
대내 미봉어라. 지른지 된게 남자 등권에 송바다 오버는 숨바니 미라. 차게서 뭐 유대군이 뭐 터도인데 대원도 대니 강곰 캐퍼메얀들 차시왕 오버다 공부 차시선 중대. 엄베들 부메서 제베선 전화 천주 semje lengi lember tsenjir tisang chu chula medresergis yashi gache khoynyum lagidr kyubetindo buju yana gende gi chu kiwor gom manjurna medosima tam oshil lungme chu yingor magum ge cho ombezer reke sogi che tagordo juyongor jeri chudo gobada dün tadom mejiji jeri kuyu tubar ku gom ndere hongshi je tisang ge tilya 매도고서 유수 수광 예미기 차신 리로스 민중 대신도 르럽서 수수 사변에 개봐야 예견 늘기지 전조수 공부이 대내 측 뇌마다 전용건배를 맞아디 나디지 그 공부이스.
For the actual visualization, the presentation of the world taught in the Kala Chakra and in the Abhidharma are different. Since Mahamudra is the ultimate essence of all the classes of Tantra, it makes no difference which of the two you visualize in the preliminary practices. But here the custom is to use the Abhidharma version as it is more well known. While saying Om Vajrabhumi and so forth, if you have some, sprinkle saffron water on the mandala to symbolize anointing it with the moisture of bodhicitta. Meditate that the mandala becomes a vast and spacious golden ground as even as the palm of a hand. On top of that there gathers an ocean whose fragrant waters have the 8 qualities. If scented water is not available, scatter the mandala with flower petals. It is not necessary to visualize the foundation below of mandalas of wind, fire, and water. While saying Om Vajreke, Sprinkle grains counterclockwise around the rim in the manner of the Iron Mountains, and at the same time meditate that the ring of the horse-faced mountains made of flaming iron is created. There are those who at this point say in places, drop a scented water or pile flowers in the center, but in this tradition there is no such custom. Likewise, one could visualize Mount Meru and so forth arising from their respective seed syllables, but here we meditate on them as being complete the moment they are thought of. Next, recite the words of the text while at the same time visualizing their meaning in order.
在正式观想上，一般而言，关于整个宇宙世界的构造，有来自十轮金刚与阿婆达摩俱舍论的两种不同说法。由于大手印是一切密续的终极精华，因此以修持大手印的四加行来说，无论观修哪一种说法都是可以的。然而在传统上，还是会采用比较为人所知的阿毗达摩俱舍论中所说的结构来观想。在念诵 Om Banza Bumya Hum 的时候，为了代表菩提心路的滋润，有条件的话，可以涂一些香水在曼达盘上，想象曼达盘是辽阔的黄金大地，在有如手掌一般平坦的地面上，汇聚着满是八功德水的香水海。若没有香水的话，就撒一些花瓣，不一定要观想大地之下有风坛城、火坛城或水坛城。在念诵 Om Banza Rigya Hum 的时候，右手从反时针方向将谷物像围栏一样沿着曼达盘的边缘撒下，观想周围有马口喷出的火焰所形成的金刚围栏。在念诵到 Hum 的时候，有些传统是要放一滴香水，或是放一把花蔓在曼达盘的中央，但是自宗没有这样的传统。同样的，还有一些观想法认为，要观想须弥山等等分别从各个种子字所形成，在这里则是一边观想，一切刹那同时就呈现了。
다들은막 되네 가수라다 고름 디즈마지 송도 아제자 다디 마지 되샤나 그러면서 마지 등이 얘는 마지 등이.
The next passage describes the sequences of the meditation, and I think it's enough to just read these, so I'm going to read them.
那么接下来在后面呢，很多都是观想的部分，我想这个部分等一下就会念过去。
대내 측대마다 대형권들을 말하다 야주요들이 러블룸부 방르비신데 입 주시 제품소송의 커딩 예로와 샤시 롬비루의 노베마라 장마게를 르비초 소소 초도 난과 링지대 노도 나와 대타랑 아말레 체체 임마웨 녀신지宣德子 신딩지 따나도 따나 넘뒤 미퀴지 서기르도 주시 코웨 바르 르소 연락게는데 미취 강화를 이신노부서 로이벤저 나소 이가 디시르 샤도 류파부 링카본 다감 론즈 뮬링 오브 소가 누 발랑 발롱주 마본 돈보 장르면이 이제 주시 입진 소수 링요 니리 연연도 켜방 입당 카도 조도 좀 링대다가 낭다 르브지딩 파난 살아서 도지 파는 비두에 인터넷에 마르게 무디 심유 주시서 뭐지 루 건도 차신도 베베 빠섬 주신 게 나세 분야를 이제 진든 중 눈주 바이큐 데바세시 세미시 보면 마메별로도 저비주 셀레주베 콜로 집동바 니메스도 세시 빠세도 뭐 누구 사람베 누구 수르게 도매기 수정이도 된 주문단도 수달로 필요주 싸워 때려통 럼보 난거 통매도 저지 연락도 무신 때문에 랑진태가 쓰르게 자외요 저게 지기 링식거로 따죠 분도 마진 진짜 규제 주주这是让特别马文的也是人不仅那么对王恩说不仅那对三米些吧就得清的不吧荧幕干么拉你都去库zuр kur temba Tiwama sem metoda rumbuji tiwa ziba luma kamar piwan zima karman jim karcheba metoma sem metoda chumbu dubu mangoma dubene mame mamar jamarmu tichaman jingu tisan chu kan tungshue namba 장실기 난거라 니만 미시기 긴고 에서 신도 바로 그런도기 난거라 다와 추시기 긴고 시행해야 돼 사그르기 포라 라오 초 도마 르럽기 띄우 나버기 항상 녀왕기 통길 때도 초시 신단 나서서 계세시 용도 사도 준신 아르몬디기 돌립 최상 하인 뉴스 대디 난콜라 림버 켄도 림버지 딜레디 탑제가 된서 하인에도 롱주기 그거 빠도면 대다가 띵오 바람 잡는서 림버지 두 세냐 봄바페마 동그리 이베베 겐센 콜로 데타시 따기 멜론 리지 동그란 기완 투와 빌바 쇼 용가르지 따시 비제기 림버지 맞아 트데 라디 실람 주바 그지 녀 림버지 상부 주스 내세 메기리 도마 줄렌다 추베제 두지주의 부모 상부수 책심이 제기시라 러드푸딩 기와 로모스 시럽다 녀라케베제 자외 매도가 차 부주 증부 매도가 나세 주베 차다를 다소 모사회 최배 유지 수저지를 이제 레베 연행아 림조 바하다나 뭐 도마 너나 하더미 변조 마상함이 죽을 강하다 초준하다 왜 무슨왜 최배시라 찌찌바 담비 뢰라는 미 니시를 잡다 텐자와 차와차게디 통주를 줄라 동순지 대세 텐자와 장례비 생각한지 꾸두상 출연이 강하다 다시 심제 탐지 류런지 파만년지 계획자와도 저와 탐지게 라마라 구조라 라마 구조라 때바메버 피네 장주 주발라 바제메 차가시부 초공부 세팅이도 더베 만합다 대달 충분한 라밤 민대와 미뱀 유시 이기 만하면 양양 파마체도 자 견들기스 미범만 불려 미조네 시절을 접린시 인자듯이 셀팅이 신감되다 남게 가지고 최면까지 표현이냐 매매봐서 자 순복감만에 소듐에 반 기류질이에 반에 내 소듐만 제지 꿀로 통규의 셰그 장소에 세 순부dü만 가장이 다른 주변에도 건배 주위나 외출 다소 심지 탐지라 법이 손이 연수도 타는 외도 쇼대라는 팀버선 개왕모 손이 잡에 딱 왜냐면 밀럼도 주주 숑도세 케버로나 쳬了 숑중도 줘 최신이 참 배면도 주나 다인바 인 다양다바 인 도고.
In the middle of the ocean is Mount Meru. It has 4 sides and 4 terraces and grows wider at the top. Its eastern slope is made of crystal, its southern of Veduria, its western of ruby, and its northern of emerald. The ocean, sky, and continents in each direction appear in the color of each side. Surrounding it are the 7 square golden mountain ranges, yoke holder, plow holder, acacia tree, lovely to behold, horse's ear, bowing down, and the rim holder, each of which is half the height of the previous. In between and surrounding them are the 7 playful seas, filled with waters that have the 8 qualities and the various treasures of the Nagas, wish-fulfilling jewels, and so forth. Beyond that are the continents. In the east is the white semicircular continent, a superior body. In the south is the blue trapezoidal roseapple land. In the west is the red, round, bountiful cow. And in the north is the green square, unpleasant sound. On either side of each continent is a satellite continent, the same shape and color as the main one. Within those lands, on top of Mount Meru and in the sky above, are a mountain of diamonds, veduria, sapphires, emeralds, pearls, gold, silver, crystal, and other jewels. A grove of wish-fulfilling trees that rain down whatever is wanted and needed, a herd of wish-fulfilling cows from whose every hair springs whatever is desired, and inexhaustible untilled crops that dispel all hunger. There are the 7 articles of royalty, a 1,000-spoked wheel made from the gold found in the river Jambu, an 8-faceted gem which is as bright as the sun and which rains down what is not wanted and needed for many leagues, a queen lovely to behold who possesses the 32 qualities of feminine perfection, a most handsome and intelligent minister who can see underground treasures, a white elephant with 7 sturdy limbs, draped with a golden net, whose moves unhindered through the sky, and an excellent horse whose coat is the color of a peacock's neck and who can circle the 4 continents in one morning, and a general who has mastered the 64 athletic skills. There are also a vase of great treasure that grants an endless supply of the 7 types of jewels, sapphire and the others, the white goddess of charm with vajra fists resting on her hips, the yellow goddess of garlands holding strings of jewels and garlands of flowers, the red and white goddess of music holding a lute, the green goddess of dance who is dancing, the yellow goddess of flowers holding a bouquet of flowers, the blue goddess of incense holding a censer, the pink goddess of lamps holding a lamp, and the green goddess of perfume holding a conch shell full of fragrant perfume. In the northeastern sky is the sun, a blazing orb of fire crystal, and in the southwestern sky is the moon, an orb of water crystal with cooling powers. Many constellations of stars and planets shine their light. On top of Mount Meru is the palace utterly conquering in the center, and Vishnu's city lovely to behold. On the four sides are the four parks, colorful chariots, and so forth. There are the trees, earth-piercing, all-gathering, and so forth, flat rocks such as Armonique, and the gathering place of the gods, good Dharma. In the sky above that, in ascending order, are conflict-free, joyous, and so forth, the abodes of the gods supported on clouds of jewels, as well as an immeasurable array of wealth. Above, below, and in between all of these are the auspicious symbols, the precious parasol, the golden fish, the vase, the lotus, the white conch swirling to the right, the endless knot, the victory banner, and the wheel, the 8 auspicious substances, a mirror, vermilion, white conch, durva grass, bilwa, yogurt, and mustard seeds, the 7 semi-precious articles, the jeweled bed, throne, cushion, sword, boots, snakeskin, and robe, many types of medicine that cure illnesses such as the 6 good medicines, vital essences, and substances of accomplishment, various substances that prolong life such as strong elixirs and the good vase, objects that bring intelligence and renown, swords, books, lutes, and other musical instruments, and so forth. Wondrous offerings such as a shower of gold, rainbow-colored flowers, ponds of perfumed water, lotus gardens, and magical birds and animals, as well as many attending gods and goddesses. It is, in brief, filled to the overflowing, with all the abundance of gods and humans, none left out. Mentally take anything in the 10 directions that is unknown and can be given, and offer it. A billion such worlds with the 4 continents, Mount Meru, and so forth, is called a world of the great 3000s. Offer to the Guru and the 3 jewels uncountable such universes all filled with Samantrabhadras, clouds of offerings, as well as your own and all other beings' bodies, possessions, parents, relatives, and roots of virtue. Make aspiration prayers that we not encounter obstacles on the path to enlightenment, and that we attain the supreme city of Mahamudra in this very lifetime. Your hands never empty of offerings. Visualize offering and mentally make aspirations again and again without interruption. When accumulating repetitions, if your mind cannot cope with so many things to visualize, definitely visualize the ground, iron mountains, Mount Meru, the 4 continents, and the moon, and sun and moon, and then just imagine that this realm and everywhere there is space are filled with offerings and that you are presenting them. Longer and shorter mandala offerings range from the 5 to 37 features, but here it is the 37-feature mandala. The manner of placing the heaps should be learned through a visual transmission. When accumulating mandalas, just offer the 7-feature one. At the end, meditate that light radiates from the recipients of the offerings you have been visualizing on the mandala of accomplishment and strikes you and all sentient beings, completely perfecting the 2 accumulations. Think that the deities melt into light and dissolve into you. Dedicate the merit. The manner in which the actual signs of perfecting the 2 accumulations appear as experiences or in dreams is explained in the texts. But in particular, the truest signs are your mind turning strongly towards the Dharma, and your actions that are in harmony with the Dharma being accomplished without effort.
要依序不错乱地结合念诵献曼达文与观想文义。在大海中央有一座4方形的须弥山，下面有4层，并且越往上越宽广。东面是水晶材质，南面是琉璃材质，西面是红宝石材质，北面是绿宝石材质。四周有湖泊、天空以及陆地，反映着每一面的色泽。围绕在须弥山4周的是7重金山，有持双山、持洲山、丹木山、善见山、马尔山、障碍山以及持地山。从最靠近须弥山的那一重山开始算起，每一重的高度都地次减半。7重金山以4方形的形态围绕着须弥山，其间散布着湖泊，湖泊当中充满着8功德水，遍满如意宝等等龙族的各种财宝。在7重金山与湖泊之外，东边是白色半圆形的东胜身洲，南边是蓝色梯形的南瞻部洲，西边是红色圆形的西牛货洲，北边是绿色4方形的北俱泸洲。以上每一大洲的左右各有着2小洲，每一个小洲的颜色和形状都和主要的大洲一模一样。这些大洲、小洲里面和须弥山上以及虚空中，有由钻石、琉璃、蓝宝石、绿宝石、珍珠、黄金、银和水晶等所聚成的宝山，有如意宝树森林，所有想要的东西都会从树上像下雨一样的落下来；有满月宝牛，所有想到的东西都会从宝牛的每一个毛孔中涌现出来；有自身道，能够消除饥饿且生生不息。 有千福轮宝由占卜盒的金子所铸成，有八角如意宝有如日光一般光芒万丈，经由好几巡降下满足所有愿望的雨。有乐意的后妃宝具备女性的32种功德，有大臣宝身形智慧过人，能看见埋在地下的宝藏。有大象宝是7只强健且佩戴着网状金饰的纯白大象，能无碍地走在天上。有马宝，一个上午就能环绕4大洲1圈，毛色有如孔雀颈。有将军宝，精通64种技能，以上是7镇宝。还有巨藏瓶，会无尽地涌出蓝宝石等7种珍宝。有白色的仙女，双手握金刚拳置于髋骨两侧；有黄色的曼女，手上拿着花朵以及珍宝的珠曼；有白红色的歌女，手上拿着琵琶；有绿色的舞女正在跳着舞蹈；有黄色的花女，手捧着花束；有蓝色的香女，手捧着香炉；有粉红色的灯女，拿着油灯；有绿色的涂香女，拿着充满香水的法螺。东北方的天上有太阳的火金坛城，光芒万丈；西南方的天上有月亮的水晶坛城，清新凉爽。还有许多星星的宫殿，放射着自己的光芒。在须弥山顶的中央有全圣宫第10天的善建城，四边则有着各种车辆汇聚的众车院等等4个陵院，还有大香树等等宝树、神石、善法堂。在这之上的天空有珍宝云彩，云彩上面是没有征战且歌舞升平的天人住处，那儿遍满着无量的资财。在这上上下下的天界之间，有8吉祥宝、宝伞、金鱼、宝瓶、莲花、右旋的海螺、宝洁、宝床、法轮、8吉祥物、宝镜、黄丹、白海螺、结石宝、百剑草、平罗果、酸乳酪、芥子。7宝寝具、宝床、宝垫、宝剑、宝鞋、蛇皮、宝衣这7种安寝的宝物，还有6善妙等许多消除痛苦的各种药材、精华物、成就物、甘露精髓、善妙宝瓶等等延年益寿的物品，以及宝剑、经书、琵琶、乐器等升级智慧以及名声的物品。也有彩虹光芒的花语、香水盈满的池子、莲花园、幻化的神鸟和动物等等稀有珍贵的贡品，以及色身香味触等等的五妙玉，还有众多天人与天女侍从。总之一应俱全的将天人所有的富贵以及十方没有主人的一切供物用意念去供养。11个4大洲与须弥山所组成的世界，才构成一个3000大千世界。像这样无数的一切国土都遍满着普贤供养云，将自他一切众生的身体、财富、父母亲友、善业等一切毫无保留的献给上师和三宝，并且为了能证悟菩提没有障碍，以及此生获得大手印最殊胜的成就而祈愿。就这样共堆不离手的观想供养，并且心中不间断的一再祈愿。如此一再重复时，如果因为观想的太多而觉得力不从心的话，只要去想象自己想得清楚的大地、须弥山、铁围山、4大洲、日月，并且观想所有贡品遍满虚空而做供养就可以。献曼达从5供堆到37供有各种广略的不同方式，这里的37供实行方法需要真正看到实际传统的做法才会知道如何实行，而计算次数时只要做7供就可以了。最后要观想从坛城曼达上的供养镜放射出光芒，照射至我等一切众生，使我和一切众生圆满2资粮。想象所有本尊圣众化光融入自身，然后做回向。2资粮圆满的征兆会在实际觉受和梦境中出现，这在经典中都有详细的说明。尤其心会自然的趋向佛法，而且如法的行持将自然不费力的升起，这就是即资粮圆满的真实征兆。
다디 멘제디 만되나 된사 다디 제리아 안다 드실 디스캬 당엘이야 퍼센티지한 르문도 퍼센티지 샤네 안에 주주샤가 퍼센 샤네 안드네야 소지 안 드실 중세 겹 안드네제 지단 담치 현 도공 원다 여래디나 원다디 저군 경괴 dende shua yinza yigi noamindo jezang dende shobe sayaro tus chare angyen ya chu chaga konsin chane amaro.
So that is the description of the mandala, and then there is some explanation of this. But I think it's good for us to first take a break. So we will have the half-hour break now, and then I will give some explanation of this. Actually, this afternoon we were planning to have a session this afternoon, but His Holiness Drikung Chesan Rinpoche is arriving this afternoon, so we will not work to have a session this afternoon, and we will finish this morning.
那么接下来就休息30分钟，那么之后会再多做一些解释。那么由于下午会要迎请直贡法王来到这里，所以下午的课程就没有了，所以早上我们会要将它讲完。